I'm Kira K. Dixon, and today Caitlin Clark is under the umbrellas. Welcome, Caitlin.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Well, I heard that it's your first time at Augusta National. So what are the impressions so far?
Oh gosh, I mean, like, this is a place that's on literally everyone's bucket list.
Caitlin Clark has just transitioned from the basketball court to the revered grounds of Augusta National during the Masters, and what unfolded was unexpected. Rather than competing, Caitlin arrived to reflect, reset, and unveil a rarely seen side of herself. She opened up, sharing her nerves, personal golf stories, and off-season insights, highlighting how the game of golf parallels the lessons she's learned in basketball. This candid interview has struck a chord with fans, causing it to go viral. Caitlin Clark didn't merely attend the Masters, she made her presence profoundly significant, allowing fans to connect with her on a deeper level. Stay tuned to discover the impact of her powerful words.
I think, like, you see it on TV, but when you actually get here, it's a completely different experience. So beautiful. Like, wherever you look, it's like a postcard. It's amazing. I think the one thing that you can't tell on TV is the hills. Like, you can't really prepare for that. My legs were a little sore yesterday, but I mean, it's just unreal. It's perfect,
That's
honestly.
your preseason workout.
Yes, exactly. Getting my legs back in shape.
There you go. Yeah, what did you do? I walked the golf course.
Yeah, that's how I got back in shape.
In true Caitlin Clark fashion, she kicked things off with a joke, lightening the mood and showcasing her personality. It's this blend of humor and authenticity that endears her to fans.
I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do the next day. So maybe play some golf. I think that's what I'm gonna do until it gets too cold in Indiana. So I got that. I'll become a professional golfer.
After playfully declaring that she'd spent her off-season training to become a professional golfer, Caitlin Clark humorously revealed that walking the legendary hills of Augusta had served as her preseason conditioning. She joked about getting her legs back in shape, acknowledging that even as a fan at the Masters, it's no easy feat. Beneath the laughter, this moment captured Clark's signature blend of focus, fun, and a touch of sarcasm, which is always in season. Her ability to infuse humor into her experiences showcases the authenticity that resonates deeply with her fans, adding to her growing legacy in sports.
So your family is here with you. They're just off camera. When I told my family that I was working the Masters tournament, that I would get to be here.
That's not even working. That's,
well, yeah,
it's a treat.
That I would even get to be in the vicinity of Augusta National. They were so excited. What was their reaction when you found out that you were going to all get to come?
For once, Caitlin Clark wasn't the one in the spotlight. She was there cheering for others at the Masters. Filled with excitement and wonder, she enjoyed the experience alongside her family, embracing the atmosphere as just another fan, soaking in the incredible moments of the prestigious golfing event.
And this is at the top of their bucket list too. Like, they can't get enough of it. I slept in today. My brother and my dad were here right when the gates opened. They were walking around. Nobody's playing. And that's what a lot of patrons do. They just walk around and want to see the course, and that's what my dad and my brother were doing. So they can't get enough of it. We've tried every single food. We're going down the list. So.
What's the favorite?
Caitlin isn't shy about her priorities, especially when it comes to legendary food experiences. On a quest to savor everything Augusta has to offer, she readily admits to indulging in more than a few decadent desserts, playfully noting she'll need extra conditioning upon returning to Indiana. Whether she's savoring honey wheat chicken salad sandwiches or strategizing her next snack, Caitlin is clearly embracing every delicious moment. Her enthusiasm for food reflects her vibrant fan spirit as she fully immerses herself in all the culinary delights this city provides.
My favorite, I think the Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. You can't go wrong with that. It's like the peach isn't like overpowering. The sugar cookie is really good. Had a couple of them yesterday. I'm gonna need to get some extra conditioning in when I get back to Indianapolis, but I mean, you can't go wrong with anything. There's just so many things that are so good, and maybe it just tastes better because the view is also so amazing, but yeah, it's been fun.
Are you a pimento person?
Not a huge pimento person, but
it's a unique taste.
I would pick the chicken salad on the honey wheat before that.
Okay.
I really like the chicken salad. That's my go-to sandwich if I'm picking one.
Yeah, I like that. The protein, gets you through the day.
It's really good.
Like everyone else, she carefully plans her outfits, packing heavily to prepare for any weather while ensuring she looks stylish. Although she hasn't visited the merchandise tent yet, she has every intention of making it a priority and is determined to turn it into a mission when she finally goes.
How have you planned your outfits this week?
Ooh, well, I brought a ton of clothes because I didn't really know about the weather when I got here, but I mean, it's been perfect, but just trying to look the part at least, you know?
You do look the part, but you're a golfer, you know exactly what it takes.
I haven't gone to the merch area yet, so we're gonna get some good
what's
Masters.
On the...
Everything. But also, then you gotta
list?
buy for people too. You gotta stock up on Christmas gifts. My brother's already gone. He spent a bunch of money, I'm sure.
Oops.
I'll be up there too, but I'll get some hats, get some nice golf gear, because it's exclusive. You can only get it here, so you gotta go crazy while you can.
She's picking out gifts for her family, including new hats and coffee mugs, as she's a self-proclaimed caffeine queen. Additionally, she's on the hunt for exclusive golf gear. To prepare for the shopping frenzy, she's even watched TikTok merchandise hauls, blending strategy with style. An insight into the meticulous planning fans seldom witness.
I've been watching like TikTok hauls of like what people buy so I can be prepared of what I want to get.
Well, because when you go in there, you have to have a strategy.
You have to have a plan, yeah.
It's overwhelming.
There's so many people in there. I'll probably get some coffee mugs. My brother said the coffee mugs were going off I'm a big coffee person, so get some coffee mugs.
Caitlin Clark at Augusta embodies more than just a sports star. She represents all of us stepping into a cherished dream. With a snack in hand, she's focused and eager to create unforgettable memories with those she holds dear. In that moment, she captures the spirit of excitement and joy we all experience in such settings.
So I remember I was pretty young and like I loved every sport. My parents like
I
wanted to try whatever I could. And I remember on one of my birthdays, I forget how old I was turning, but I was pretty young. I got my first set of golf clubs and they were like bright pink, like the kid golf clubs. And I would always beg my dad to like take me and go golfing. I just really enjoyed it. I loved being outside. You know, I wasn't obviously very good. I still am a hack, but I think I just like love being outside.
Before Caitlin Clark dazzled on basketball court, she was nurturing a deep passion for another sport. Golf. This journey began in solitude, without the noise of crowds, teammates, or shot clocks. Although she modestly claims she's no expert, the game has always held a cherished spot in her life. So how did this love affair start? It all traces back to a birthday celebration that featured bright pink golf clubs and a tremendous amount of determination to improve, showcasing her commitment to both sports from a young age.
I love the competitive aspect of it. It's like a battle with yourself. Like it's an individual sport. It's so different than basketball or the other sports that I played growing up. So I think it makes you have this mental toughness about you. I think that's what I love about it. But a lot of my friends played growing up and throughout college, and even now professionally, some of my teammates play. So it's like a fun, competitive thing we get to do together. And that's what I love about it. And yeah, that's the one bad thing about the WNBA is like it's during the summer, so I don't get to go out and golf as much, but I try to make as much time as I can and without hurting my back, because I still need to make some shots, you know, here
and there.
But yeah, I mean, I got into it at a young age and I've really always just loved it, and I'm very average at it, but it's so hard. Like everybody's mostly pretty average, but yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it.
For Caitlin Clark, golf transcends mere hobby. It serves as her refuge. In a world where she's always in the spotlight, the golf course presents a rare sanctuary of tranquility. Here, the pressures diminish, distractions fade away, and her attention turns inward. It's just her, the club, and the next shot, providing a sense of calm amidst the chaos.
But also, I think like understanding how much I enjoy it and how peaceful it is. It's like such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day, and just to do something where you can like calm your mind and be away from people and be outside.
She acknowledges she could never replicate a Michael Jordan-like performance, dropping 35 points after 18 holes. However, Caitlin Clark deeply comprehends why so many elite athletes are drawn to golf. It offers a mental reset, allowing them to breathe, recalibrate, and regain perspective. This escape helps them return to their rigorous routines, feeling refreshed and re-energized for the challenges ahead.
Why do basketball players specifically seem to love golf so much?
That's a really good question. Honestly, I really do think that like, one, it's a great escape for us. I think two, you know, we're so used to the team aspect, and then you get out on the course and it's such a challenge with yourself. Like it's you, the golf ball, the golf club, like the course, like that's all it is. You know, you don't have teammates to rely on. It's just a battle with yourself. And
it's almost like a mental exercise that you can use.
It really makes you mentally tough. And I think that's also what's really impressive about these professional golfers out here. Like you hit a bad shot, you don't have time to sulk, like you got to move on. And it is similar to basketball in the same way. Like you miss a shot, you got to move on. But you know, they're the one that has to step up and take the next shot. They don't have other teammates to rely on. So I think that's what's really impressive.
Caitlin views golf as a form of training, much like basketball. Both sports require athletes to quickly let go of mistakes. If she hits a poor shot, she has to focus on the next one. Similarly, after missing a critical basket, it's essential to pivot and get back on defense.
But the most important thing is managing your nerves here. How much do you relate to that? I know that you said you don't really get that nervous in basketball, but every once in a while, I'm sure something does spike.
Well, it was just like interesting, like walking around yesterday, like the fans are just like so on top of you. And I think as an athlete, like when you're in your element and you're competing and doing your thing, you don't always realize that. So I'm sure the guys get in their zone and kind of go about their business how they always do. But that element is always something that you can't prepare for.
Caitlin understands that you can't replicate the pressure of nerves or the presence of a crowd during practice. This is what makes both basketball and golf unique. They require an intense focus to block out distractions and perform under pressure. Even as a spectator at Augusta, she felt the weight of those nerves. That's the allure of golf. It challenges her in ways that enhance every aspect of her game. The experience strengthens her mental resilience, honing her ability to perform at her best when it truly counts, whether on the court or the course.
Like just in basketball, like you don't show up to practice and there's not fans there yelling and screaming and cheering or walking alongside the ropes or sitting behind the green. Like those are just elements you can't prepare for. And you know, you just kind of have to zone in and lock in and block out kind of all that noise, but also enjoy it at the same time, because you know, this place is beautiful and incredible, and you know, having fans or crowds or whatever it is follow you in professional sports, like that's what makes it really fun.
Caitlin isn't merely a golf fan. She deeply grasps its intricacies, including the strategy, mindset, and relentless effort involved. This understanding links her passion for both golf and basketball seamlessly. She easily reminisces about stories of Steph Curry practicing on the range after a challenging game, showcasing the dedication that drives success in both sports.
I think one of my favorite stories is when Steph Curry, I think it was the playoffs, and I think it was the finals, they had just lost and he didn't play very well. And the next day they had off and he didn't want to go to the gym, he wanted to go to the golf course and just hit balls. And then the next day he came out and had like 45 points and shot really well. And I think it just shows like how nice of a calming aspect it is for professional athletes, but also the competitive side of it. Like you love that too. And obviously Steph is really good, but I think that is one of my favorite stories, is like, you understand like this is an escape for us too. Like it's that peaceful. And
Caitlin draws inspiration from legends like Michael Jordan, who would fit in 18 holes before scoring 35 points on the court. She doesn't merely recount these tales, she comprehends their significance. This is where her sports IQ truly stands out. For her, golf isn't just a casual pastime, it's a mental framework that reflects the principles she cherishes in elite competition, strengthening her approach to both sports.
I know MJ is really competitive with it. The stories about MJ are crazy. Like he would go play 18 and then show up to the game and drop 35. I could never do that. Like that's a different breed, but yeah, you find a lot of hoopers also like basketball too.
Caitlin isn't the only WNBA player intrigued by golf. It seems the interest is blossoming. From lighthearted teasing with former teammate Grace Berger, a legitimate state champion, to current teammates contemplating taking up the sport, a subtle golf enthusiasm is emerging in the locker room. Caitlin has fully embraced this trend, evolving into a sort of unofficial golf ambassador among her peers. She shares her passion and insights, fostering a community of golfers within the team, creating a unique bond that blends their love for basketball with the allure of the golf course.
I believe Grace was a state champion in high school for golf. Have you played with them?
Grace was?
Yeah.
What?
Have you played with anyone? Yeah, I think
Grace! You were a state champion golfer? Why did you hide that from me? She was on the team, they didn't play her, apparently.
Have you played with anyone on this team yet?
Honestly, I have not. I need to go. I know Lexi plays a little bit. Christy actually plays a little bit. Me and Christy probably go out there at some point and see if she can swing a golf club. I don't know, but I think a decent amount of people probably play. We can get them into it. We probably need to get some people out there. I want to see like AB swing a golf club. I feel like that might be funny. Yeah, she probably won't like it.
Some of her teammates have begun to inquire about how to start playing golf, half joking yet half serious, uncertain about how to even swing a club. Caitlin chuckles at their questions, but it's evident she enjoys helping spark their interest in the game. She's even considering organizing casual outings, searching for public courses where they can practice and learn together in a no-pressure environment, embracing the inevitable mishaps, divots, and all. Caitlin's enthusiasm and support create a welcoming atmosphere for her teammates to explore this new sport.
What would be your pitch to other athletes in the W to play golf?
Well, it's funny. I have a lot of teammates that also don't play, and like we talk about it, and they're like, "I see you play golf. Like, I really want to try." It's like they like want me to help them get into it, which I think is super cute. And I don't think they realize how hard it's going to be. But they're like, "I don't know how to swing a golf club." I'm like, "I'll help you." So I think I just tell them like it's a great way to spend time with the people you love. Like that's my favorite thing about it.
There's something genuinely refreshing about it. No cameras, no pressure, just athletes stepping outside their comfort zones and exploring a new activity together. Caitlin is at the forefront, not as a star, but as a supportive teammate, sharing her extra clubs and guiding her peers through this exciting shared experience on the golf course.
Yes, it probably frustrates me a lot, but also like it's just a great way to be outside, to meet people, to spend time with people. It brings people together, and you know, that's what's so amazing about it. So I'm gonna work on giving some of my teammates a few lessons. I don't know if they actually want lessons from me, but I'm gonna try to help them the best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wanna go out and play. So we're gonna find some courses in Indianapolis and get out there. Definitely some public courses that maybe aren't like as nice as other ones, because I might put some divots in the ground, but it'll be fun.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how you learn.
That is how you learn. We've all been there.
But they're also so much farther ahead because the hand-eye is there.
Yes, they're athletes, you know? They're one step ahead.
They're gonna be fun.
Caitlin Clark's offseason took a refreshing turn this year. For the first time in ages, she found the time to relax and savor something for herself. That newfound passion? Golf. Instead of jumping straight into intense training after the season concluded, she decided to grab her clubs. What followed was a delightful surprise. Her swing is still a work in progress, but the happiness she discovered was instant. Embracing this sport brought her a sense of joy and fulfillment that she hadn't experienced in quite some time.
So this off season for you has been the longest time that you've had to actually have a break from playing basketball at an elite level. And you said, I think in the beginning of the off season, you said you were going to try to become a professional golfer. So where are we in our journey with golf right now in the off season?
Well, I'm in Indianapolis mostly during the off season, so it's so cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We gotta get you a simulator.
Yeah, exactly. I was joking around, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, maybe she can do it." I'm like, "No, well, people don't understand."
That just goes to show what people think of how much of an athlete you are.
Which I really appreciate.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. But it was fun. I played a ton right after the season ended. I got to play with Nelly Corda.
Caitlin played rounds with Nelly Corda, teed off alongside John Rahm and Max Homa, and even strolled the fairways with LPGA legend Annika Sorenstam. Admittedly, she felt more nervous than she does before basketball games, but that anxiety only amplified the unforgettable nature of these experiences. They weren't just star-studded moments. They reminded her of her enduring passion for learning, competing, and facing challenges. While Caitlin understands she's not yet on their level, she embraces every moment with immense gratitude, savoring the chance to grow in the sport she loves.
Oh gosh, I've never been so nervous in my life.
That's saying a lot.
I know, I don't get nervous for basketball, but that's maybe because, like, you know, I know I'm actually okay at that. I'm decent at that.
You're pretty good, yeah.
Golf, you never know what might happen. I about killed somebody on like the 6th tee, but you know, it's really fun. It was great. I'm honestly not used to walking 18, so that's an adjustment too, but like I said, like those are once in a lifetime experiences that I'm lucky enough to have, and Nelly and Annika were both tremendous, and they're so easygoing, and you know, two of the best female golfers of all time. So how cool is that I get to say I played 9 holes with each of them.
What truly stood out wasn't just the golf itself, but the warmth she experienced from the community. They welcomed her with open arms, inviting her to play in pro-ams and treating her as if she were one of their own. It didn't matter that Caitlin was primarily a basketball player. They were simply thrilled that she showed interest in the sport. She felt the power of crossover support. And now, inspired by that kindness, she is eager to give back and reciprocate the encouragement she received.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but anytime someone outside of the quote golf world shows any level of interest, the golf world just wants to wrap their arms around you. What has been your thought on the reaction that golf has had to you being interested in golf?
Yeah, I think it's been really fun, and obviously it's allowed me a lot of really cool opportunities and to do a lot of really cool different things, whether it's playing the pro-ams, whether it's be here, whether, you know, whatever it is, whether it's people just sending me golf clubs for free to try out. I'm never mad at that. I'm never mad at that. But it's super fun. I think it shows how much the game of golf is also growing.
Caitlin has become a passionate advocate for the LPGA, proudly supporting the women who are making strides in golf, much like she does on the basketball court. For her, it's not about confining herself to a single path. It's about creating opportunities for cross-promotion. If golf fans begin following women's basketball and basketball fans start tuning into women's golf, that kind of synergy can create significant change. Ultimately, Caitlin isn't just engaging in sports, she's building connections from Augusta to Gainbridge, from the WNBA to the LPGA. She's demonstrating that true excellence transcends individual sports and unites communities, fostering greater appreciation for women in athletics.
You know, I think over COVID, it certainly helped too. Like that's when my brothers picked it up. They didn't play when we were kids, and that's when they picked it up and really started enjoying it. And now they can't get enough of it. And it's the same with a lot of my friends and teammates. So, you know, it's just such a welcoming community, and it's really fun for me to be a part of, and you know, and to bring more eyes to golf. And then in return, you know, hopefully a lot of golf fans start watching women's basketball too.
For Caitlin Clark, the Masters isn't merely a tournament, it's a singular moment in time. With no phones and no distractions, the stillness of the course combines with a deep sense of tradition and the palpable energy of fans who are fully immersed in the experience. She described it as unparalleled, not just for its stunning views, but for the commanding presence it evokes. You're not merely witnessing greatness, you're feeling it deeply. As a professional athlete, Caitlin understands how extraordinary and impactful that kind of energy can be, recognizing its rarity and the influence it has within the sports world.
I honestly would probably put it number one, and I think it's just so different than everything else. There's really just nothing like this, and I think honestly the aspect of like not having your phone is so unique. Like you can tell everybody is so invested, and they're really just there to watch the greatness of the athletes, and even the golfers talking about it after their rounds, like they feel a different level of engagement from the fans too, and how invested they are, and you're really just living in the moment. And I think as a professional athlete, like you can empathize with that, and I think that's really cool. And then, you know, I just feel like a normal fan getting to follow on the course.
By the end of the weekend, Caitlin was not just inspired, she was deeply moved. From following groups at the first tee to contemplating how nerves surface in various sports, her understanding of what it takes to excel at the highest level deepened significantly. She referred to Augusta as one of the most magical places she has ever visited, and her sincerity was evident. For Caitlin and her family, it was more than a trip. It was a cherished memory forever etched in shades of green, gold, and gratitude, reflecting their shared experience and emotional connection to the event.
That's what we all love about it, is like you're just one of the normal fans walking around doing all the same exact stuff, and there's just like a peacefulness about it. So I would put that up there at probably number one, because it's just so different. Like there's really nothing like this, and maybe the weather we're getting spoiled with is making me a bit biased, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark didn't come to Augusta to dominate. She came to unwind, reflect, and rediscover her passion for sports. In this rare opportunity away from the court, she highlighted that greatness isn't solely defined by points or trophies. Instead, it encompasses curiosity, humility, and the ability to uplift others as you elevate yourself. Her experience serves as a poignant reminder of the broader values that define true success in athletics and life.
Last thing, you know, this show is all about capturing the magic of Augusta National. How would you define the magic of Augusta National in the Masters tournament?
I think it's one of the most magical places I've ever been in my life, honestly. Like I think it's that special, and everybody knows that, whether you've been here or not. But once you really step foot on this whole course, this entire area, like it just puts into perspective how special this place really is. So it's been a magical few days for me and my family, so we've had a great time.
Whether she's sinking three-pointers or hitting precision tee shots, Caitlin Clark is crafting more than just a career. She's fostering a culture. It's one where women in all sports are recognized, celebrated, and supported. Augusta revealed that magic unfolds when you take a moment to pause, observe, and appreciate the extraordinary moments happening around you. If you're thrilled for the upcoming WNBA season, share your excitement by typing CC in the comments below. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.